I remember years back, I read an article on PC Gaming. I think it was from PC Gaming. And the article was asking a basic question. Shadow of Mordor, one of the standout things about that game was the Nemesis system. We'd never really seen anything quite like that before in a video game. And when there's something really that comes out in the game that's really particularly great and is very popular, well, then there's a lot of copycats generally. And this article was asking about, well, why don't we see this in other games? Apparently the reason why we haven't really seen it in a lot of games since 2016 is they filed a patent. The makers of the game filed a patent for that Nemesis system. And I haven't read it. I'm sure it's got a lot of legal mumbo jumbo. But if you don't know what the Nemesis system is, and it's pretty complex. I mean, I played the game for years and I can even tell you like the ins and the out of the system. And I know it's even more complex in the sequel, which I haven't played a lot of, the sequel to Mordor. Basically, if you die, it keeps track of the enemy that killed you. And the next time you face the enemy, they got some shit to talk about how they killed you, basically. There's a lot more to it than that. There is. But like I said, I can't really get into the complexities of the system. The thing is, in my particular case, I'm one of the best Shadow of Mordor players currently on Earth. So I generally don't die. On a rare occasion, I flee the fight and I might go get me a healing herb or something, but I really don't die. I think maybe several months back I died to one of those tigers, but yeah, I just don't die in that game. So a lot of you that play Mordor and die a lot, maybe the system is great, but I just don't die. So it really doesn't apply to me that much. But I'm sure there's a lot of other things about the system other than just, dying. And in the sequel, they had refinements, which I'll get around to playing the sequel a lot at some point. Okay? But yeah, how do I feel about this? I'm torn. I mean, I love the game. I love the game to death. And I just do not agree with, though. I don't agree with trying to patent not a character. Okay? Not the character in the game. So you can't have that character in another game. Well, I could get that. Or, like Mickey Mouse or, Disney characters. Of course, you're going to put a patent on those characters because you don't want somebody ripping those off, those characters, and make a different Mickey Mouse movie, just as an example. But how the hell can you put a patent on a gaming system? Like, it would be like, making a patent on the Hadouken in a fighting game. So I just think it's pretty fucking cheap. I think it is. And the weird thing is, there has been no third game announced to my knowledge. So we might not even get another Shadow game. So they're just kind of sitting on this patent. It's like they're sitting on it and they just don't want other, games coming out with that system. I'll say fuck it. Fuck it. How the hell are they going to take you to court if you make a game and actually have a similar system? Like, has there ever been an instance to where someone has been successfully sued for a gaming mechanic, not a character in a video game? Hey, you know what? You can't make a similar character to Link. Speaking of that kind of game, a lot of people will point to the first Darksiders as having, some elements to like Zelda. Does that mean Nintendo's going to, take the makers of that game to court because it has some elements, right? Look at how many games have elements, similar to Final Fantasy. Does that mean, Squaresoft years ago thought about taking people to court over that? I just think that's pretty fucking terrible to actually file a patent, not on a character. Because I would be 100% behind filing a patent on, the major characters, in that game and everything. But not a mechanic. Do you think Warner Brothers has plans maybe to make a Shadow of Batman? An open world type Batman game? Hey, that maybe that could work. That actually sounds pretty fucking badass.